welcome in everybody to Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove for this evening's main attraction. It's the Woodbridge Strikers against Oakville SC in a top of the table clash as you're watching live on YouTube via Spidio. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, and it's a pleasure in bringing this commentary here in which it's two good teams in the Ontario Premier League 1 men's division in which Woodbridge right now are in the driver's seat at the top of the table. Not by much though. Scrosapi lost to Sudbury 2-1 yesterday. That's a big result for Oakville and for Woodbridge, with Scrosapi dropping points to the newly promoted Sudbury. Woodbridge coming into this one, 13 matches played, 8-4-1, 28 points, top of the table. Oakville, 13 matches played, 8-2-1, 26 points in third, 1 point behind Scrosapi. All to play for here this evening in Vaughan. The last time these two teams met was earlier in the campaign. Oakville defeated Woodbridge 2-1 on April 26th, and the visitors will look to do the exact same thing here tonight, which would be a very, very big result for them in the title race. Early free kick to Oakville. They play it back, pushing it around the back line, seeing what will work, but that is an errant pass that goes out of play. Morano flicks it to Cotterell. That's a Cobra Kai kick forward there from the number 7 in Lescano. Here is Lescano again. Looking to bring it down was Cabral, couldn't. And Wilson clears to Spitzieri. Spitzieri drops it back to Croco. Croco plays aside to Pinto, and that's good football from Woodbridge here. Pinto, errant pass though to Cotterell. Oakville lines up as follows. Amar Decinda in net, number 1. Thomas Tome, number 2. Matias Lescano, number 7. The captain, number 8, is Brandon Duarte. Number 10 is Tyler Yasaka. Number 12 is Wally Amat. Number 19, Blake Davies. Number 20, Justin Cabral. Number 21, Alexander Kotsuba. Number 22, Nico Esket. And number 40, Zaidan Nasib. For Woodbridge, they line up as follows. Number 1, Daniel Clark in goal. Number 4, Nabil Hakim. Number 6, Jacob Spitzieri. Number 8, Michael Croco. Number 10, Anthony Morano. Number 11, the captain tonight is Luca Pinto. Number 12, Daniel Tariq. Number 13, Alexander Santillan. Number 16, Keegan Wilson. Number 19, Omari Cotterell. And number 27, Ivan Nechiporak. We are underway here. 3 minutes in. Both teams just trying to feel this match out in the early offset of this one. They know it's a big one, but not just tonight for Woodbridge. They have back-to-back weekends when they play third place Oakville and second place Scrosapi, all to play for in a week's time for this Woodbridge side. They look to go back-to-back. They would be the first back-to-back champions, I think possibly ever. If not, they had only happened one more time back since 2014. When League One Ontario began. Here come Oakville. That's a long ball forward, and it's a good one. Wilson's tracking, headers it aside, but onto it is Davies. That's good work from Keegan Wilson. Kept it in. That goes out of play for a goal kick. I thought Wilson did keep that in. The linesman on the far side didn't say anything. So Woodbridge take it quickly, and off they go. Santillan, he gets chopped right down, and that's a dangerous foul early on in the first 5 minutes. That's going to be a warning. I don't mind it. Next one's going to be a caution for the right fullback of Oakville. Onto it is Nabil Hakim. He goes short to Ivan. Here's Nechiporak now. He finds Wilson on the back end. Wilson, mamma mia, that's an errant pass that time from the number 16. Nechiporuk didn't put him in a perfect situation, but that's got to be executed. Morano's looking for it. He gets it free. Croco should have played it quick to Morano, just waited that time. Morano was gone. Here's Spitzeri looking for Croco. That's a long ball from Oakville. Off the shin of the striker. And now maintaining is Nasib. Nasib tries to find the number 10, Yasaka. That's good work from Pinto, but then it comes free. Then off of Pinto, stays in. Spitzeri goes long to Morano. That goes out of play for a Woodbridge throw off of the number 12, Amat. The birthday boy, Luca Pinto. Throws for Morano. The flick on's there to Croco. Croco trying to control it. Cotterell gets it back. Croco, Morano, Croco. Here's Omari Cotterell. Cotterell cutting. Then he drives again. A lunging tackle there from the fullback in Amat. That's a good challenge, and that's out for a corner kick for Woodbridge. Amat wants the goal kick. The corner is awarded. That might have went off of Cotterell. Woodbridge's Keegan Wilson could be in trouble here. There might be a forced substitution early for Woodbridge. He's laboring a lot. This is not good for Keegan Wilson. Only 8 minutes in. Looks like a substitution is going to have to be made for Elijah Vietli to come in. Could be a hamstring or a quad, but I think he's going to be done. Not good news for Woodbridge's Keegan Wilson. 8 minutes in, and he's going to have a forced substitution due to an injury. It's unfortunate for Wilson. A key part to the Woodbridge back line, considering no Gianluca Condello and Carmen Fiore. Substitution in the 9th minute for Woodbridge strikers. Entering the match number 41, Elijah Vietli. Exiting the match number 16, Keegan Wilson. Corner kick coming in. It's punched away. It's there for Spitzeri. He won't release. He'll then play Croco. It falls for Woodbridge inside. Oakville clear. Tariq. First touch for Eli. Vietli now plays Nabil Hakim. Hakim goes long looking for a man. No one's there. It's cleared again by this Oakville side and out to Yasaka. Out into touch for an Oakville throw. Hakim headers aside again, throw in for Oakville. near flank for Davies. Davies, Lescano. Lescano goes backwards to Wally Amat. Amat goes long. Davies. Headers after Justin Cabral. Here's Cabral. Around Spitzieri. Spitzieri stays with him though, and Cabral lays it off for Duarte. The captain slips it through. A chance for Oakville here early in the area. Duarte shot! Scores! Mamma mia, what a hit in the 12th minute. It's 1-0 Oakville. No chance for Daniel Clark. If it was anyone, it was going to be the captain for Oakville. And it's a rocket from Duarte. Oakville SC goal scored in the 12th minute by number 8, Brandon Duarte. An absolute banger of a goal. 1-0 for the visitors. Quiets Quench Stadium at Von Grove in the early offset. Woodbridge are now chasing the match. Here come Oakville again. Yasaka has a layoff. This could be big for the Oakville side, and Nico Eskit fluffed his lines. A moment of brilliance, a golazo from Duarte has Oakville leading by 1. Oakville's been the better team to start this match. Woodbridge got to get into it again here. Long ball. Santillan looks to get up. That's headed away. And controlled by Davies. Davies puts it through. Hakeem onto it now. Woodbridge looking for an equalizer early. Here's Clark. It's a good ball forward for Omari Cotterell. Great first touch. Cotterell. Pinto. Pinto has some room here. Luca Pinto has Morano, has Cotterell. Tries to find him. That's a good defensive play from Nassib. Off a man, comes inside, and Oakville then clear. Lescano keeps it in. No foul on Spitzieri. Tariq finds Cotterell. Good first touch. Omari Cotterell driving. Cutting back. Has Pinto. Pinto to Spitzieri. Spitzieri to Tariq. Tariq. Kroko. Tariq. Tariq. Nechiporak. Now Tariq. To Kroko in a channel. He cut in. That's off of his boots and out. Cotterell. Kroko, now Pinto. Pinto to Elijah Vietli. Swung to Hakeem. Hakeem looking forward. No one's there. Nabil Oakville Up 1, 15 minutes in. That goes long right to Daniel Clark. Plays it quickly to Daniel Tariq. Tariq has Cotterell in a channel. That's a good pass. Here's Omari Cotterell now creating again. Lays it off for Pinto near flank. Pinto tries to drive inside. He does. Cross back post is there. And headed away by Kotsuba. And Alexander Kotsuba clears his lines, the Ukrainian. This is better from Woodbridge, now trying to get a press on. Controlling the tempo here. Ivan Nechiporuk inside. The rookie finds Tariq. Clark. Viet Lee. To Kroko inside. That's off his boot as Lescano was on his case. Viet Lee goes long. Couldn't connect with anyone. Morano's there. Morano, instead of fouling, just got a foot on that, but it did go out of play. Pinto's gone on the near side. It's a hard switch from Spitziri. Luca Pinto keeps it in. Now inside. Layoff is there. Spitziri. It's loose. Rebound is right there. And Santillion couldn't get a full compliment on it. It's pushed away from De Hinza. De Hinza there, the goalkeeper. Saves that one, and he needed to keep the score at bay. In swinging corner, it falls for Nechiporuk. Couldn't get a piece of it though. Hakeem wins that battle. Flipped forward, but then cleared by Davies. Viet Lee headers down to Hakeem to Ivan. Here's Santillion near side now. Santillion switches sides with Pinto momentarily. Trying a different look here. Here is Luca Pinto. Down the line of Cotterell. Cotterell first time across. It's a low one and doesn't get through. Stopped by Tome. Now Pinto again. Has to go back to Hakeem. Nabil Hakeem. To Viet Lee. Tariq. Santillion. Santillion. That's a loose pass. Slide tackle there. Santillion looks to get it back to Viet Lee and does. Here's Eli through the channel to Morano. Morano to Viet Lee. Viet Lee to Cotterell. Cotterell's onside. Big chance for Woodbridge. And what a tackle. A brilliant tackle from Wally Amat. Saves a possible goal from Cotterell. It's a brilliant challenge in the area. All ball. He needed to make it or else that was probably 1-1. Kroko trying to dance his way in. That's not going to work against an Oakville side. At least I don't think it will. Here's Kroko. He gets held and a free kick for Woodbridge. Set piece for Woodbridge, 21 minutes in. Kroko and Santillion is standing over top of it now. Santillion, it's a delivery back post, and it's too far for Cotterell. And it goes to nothing. Kick taken. Headed forward by Davies. Now back the other way for Woodbridge. Here's Cotterell. He pokes it free. Cotterell has a shot. Scores! Mamma mia, what a goal! A left-footed placement from Omari Cotterell. We're all tied up at one apiece. Omari Cotterell strikes for Woodbridge after a play that turned into something from absolutely nothing. Long ball there. Cotterell tips it past the outstretched defender and then right past the goalkeeper, Amar Dinsda, and he had no chance to keep it out right in the bottom corner. A brilliant placement finish from Cotterell. This is more like Woodbridge now playing with some fire under their culo. Here they come with Luca Pinto on the far flank. Pinto gives it away, then gains it right back. Moreno back to Pinto. Pinto tries to drive. Oakville take, and now looking forward. Our Oakville. Here's Tariq. Santillion from Nechiporuk. Santillion, Cotterell. Cotterell's got a turn. He does now and finds some real estate up the pitch here. Cotterell tries to lay it off for Kroko. Couldn't connect that time, Omari Cotterell. He's been good since coming from Skrosopiev last year to Woodbridge. That's a bit of a dive there from Cabral. Tariq's leg was outstretched, but Cabral knew exactly what he was doing. He jumped right over the leg. Went down very easily. 25 minutes in. 1-1 game. Woodbridge Oakville. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Matchday live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidio. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, and it's a pleasure in bringing this commentary on a summer Sunday evening here at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove for Ontario Premier League 1 men's action. Lescano, free kick. Clark calls away. Nechiporuk goes up. Attempted high foot, bicycle kick, and that was a bit of a high foot there. Not a smart decision from the Oakville attacker. Long ball played from Clark. Here is Nabil Hakim. Goes forward. Good tip by Pinto. Tries to get to it, but the keeper will get there first for Oakville. Ends up. Tall keeper. But that's why you go short and low. Cotterell looking for the first touch. Lost it. Regained it with help from Ivan. Here's Nechiporuk now with it inside. Good play from Cotterell. Ivan threads the needle through the channel. Here's Kroko. Kroko leads to Cotterell. Cotterell has Pinto. And a good challenge from Kotsuba. Off of Pinto and out of play. Cotterell taken down. Woodbridge won a penalty. They're not getting it. The hauler's there. Chance coming in now for Woodbridge. Santillan was onto it. Oakville will look to counter the other way. Long ball to Cotterell. Cotterell cuts back. This is better from Woodbridge, maintaining a lot here. Header back down. Morano left foot. That's blocked. Here's Spitzeri and shoots it wide. Santillan wins that one. Kroko, he had a poke there, just couldn't get to it. Tariq gets held, and that's a foul on this Oakville side. Minutes in, 1-1. Morano gets pushed from behind, nothing doing, according to the ref. Long ball. That's off of Yasaka. Into touch for a Woodbridge throw. Santillan. Cleared away from Lescano. Viet Lee with the intervention. He takes a bit of a spill. Santillan. That's got to be a yellow card to Davies. Yellow card issued in the 32nd minute to Oakville SC number 19, Blake Davies. Davies with the caution, the first of the match. A rough challenge on Santillan. Tariq goes long looking for Cotterell. Didn't have much options. That's headed up. Not away though. Croco, Spitzieri. Now Cotterell, then headed away. And now pushed out by Oakville. Good track from Santillan. Good sliding challenge out into touch. Chipped forward, Yasaka. Long ball, Clark has to claim, and will easily. Morano gets pulled. That's more of a foul than the first push for sure. He got pulled down that time. You can see it. Nechiporak wins that to Cotterell. Cotterell, good pass to Morano onside. Morano driving. And another good challenge. From Wally Amat, his second challenge like that on Cotterell and Morano. It's off Morano, not even a corner. Switch from Cabral. Error from Oakville. Woodbridge definitely playing better right now since getting the goal. Here's Michael Croco. Has Morano streaking. Cotterell is going as well. Croco needs to get a cross in. That's out into touch for a corner. Out swinging delivery. That doesn't reach the first post there. And a free kick to Oakville. That's a loose ball. Cotterell almost onto it. Now it's onto Croco. Gets a little bit of a chop there from behind, but stays on his feet. Spitzieri, back heel past the Croco. Croco's in. Gets taken down, and a foul called on Oakville. .36 minutes in, tied up at one apiece. It's going to be an in-swinger coming from Michael Croco. Will he try to go for goal? I think you got to chip this in, but it's got to be with some pace so the redirection could go in the back of the net. Could be a big moment of the first half if Woodbridge can strike here. A Croco in swinging free kick delivery for Woodbridge. He goes for goal off the palm of the goalkeeper, off the bar and out. Croco had it. He had an eye for the goal. If that was a smaller keeper, who knows what could have happened. But the counterattack is on for Davies. Davies shooting. Easy for Daniel Clark. Pinto loses it. Comes to the near flank for Nassib. He loses it to Ivan. And now Santillan. Pushes it past his man Lascano. Good work from Alexander Santillan. You know, he's going to drop it for Morano. Morano, Santillan. Santillan scores! Mamma mia, what a goal! And Woodbridge are up 2-1. Woodbridge Strikers goal! Scored in the 38th minute by number 13, Alexander Santillan! Beautiful pass by Anthony Morano to Spring, his right wing back. Santillan always loves to come up in the action. You notice he didn't take too many touches. He literally just took one just to push it, and then the second was a shot in the back of the net. He takes one more touch, he might have got tackled. Brilliant awareness, and here's Morano. To Cotterill off the flick-on header. Cotterill gets chopped down, and here's Duarte. Duarte tries to find Yasaka, and Eli is there, but it's offside. So after a brilliant start with a brilliant goal from the captain of Oakville, it's been all Woodbridge since. And it's a 2-1 Strikers lead as we hit the 40th minute of this top-of-the-table clash in the OPL1 men's division. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, and you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on YouTube, courtesy of Spydio. We're at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove on a Sunday summer evening. Beautiful night here in Vaughan. Here's Morano. Look at him go. The wheels on the bus of Morano going round and round. Then lays it off for Croco. Croco shooting. Blocked. And out it goes. You can see when Morano gets the acceleration. Look out. He's lights out. Look at Eli coming back. Beautiful body of Yasaka off the ball. And that's Elijah Viet Lee for you. Long ball. Santillan couldn't get that one. That was a little bit tough for him. That's flipped out. And a Woodbridge throw upcoming. Santillan. Tariq needs a switch of the play. Didn't have anything else. That got intercepted, though. Now Tariq wins that. He has to be strong back there. Good challenge, Spitzieri. Croco has Cotterill. He's going to flip it to Morano instead. Anthony Morano controlling it. Morano doesn't have really an option inside right now. Just Cotterill was there, so lays it off and backwards to Santillan. Santillan back to Daniel Tariq. Tariq. Nechiporuk. Ivan looking for options. We'll go back to Tariq near side. Woodbridge are enjoying this near flank in this first half. Clark goes long, switches the field. That's off an Oakville head. And now Spitzeri's onto it. For Cotterill. Cotterill avoids a challenge. Sidesteps a man. Now he cuts back. Cotterill's having a field day right now. Juking his guys from side to side. Then a little too much there. Didn't really have options, so he lost it. And out for a throw for Woodbridge. Throw in for the Strikers. Pinto brings it down. He loses it that time, and Oakville look to come the other way. That goes out into touch for a Woodbridge throw in the 43rd minute. Cotterill. Morano. Got a bit of a nudge on the back of his head. Kroko's going to continue. Kroko shooting. And that's pushed out for a corner. Off the block, and Anthony Morano laboring, saying he got a knock on the back of his head. Athletic physiotherapist Ariana Fatica comes out, looks at Morano. He's got to head off for a second. Corner kick for Woodbridge. Kroko standing over top of it. Delivery is at the front post, but Cotterill couldn't meet it. It was headed away. Spitzeri gives it away. Loose pass. And now the counterattack is on for Oakville. But Ivan gets it with a beautiful sliding challenge. That was poor, to be honest with you, from Esquit. But it's back the other way they come. Lescano from Cabral. Good block from Vietli. And then Spitzeri knew the challenge was coming. Played for it, and Lescano takes him out. Santillan. Pinto. Pinto looking to thread it through. Couldn't connect with Cotterill. Cotterill wins it back cleanly. Here's Pinto at the edge of the area. Pinto shooting. Pushed away by the keeper in a dangerous area. Doesn't look confident right now. And Oakville don't look confident moving the ball forward either. Here's Santillan. 45th minute.
The fourth officials indicate there'll be a minimum of 3 minutes of added time.
That's another really bad challenge. That's another caution for Oakville.
Yellow
Yellow
card
card
issued
issued
in
in
the
the
46th
46th
minute
minute
to
to
Oakville
Oakville
SC
SC
number
number
21,
21,
Alexander
Alexander
Kotsuba.
Kotsuba. So Kotsuba with the caution. That's 2 yellows for Oakville this half. Long ball there. Morano to Cotterell. Cotterell to death of the half. And he skies it out of the stadium. Halftime is seconds away. Woodbridge are up 2-1 as we head to the half. We'll see you. Welcome back, everybody, to Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove for this Ontario Premier League 1 men's matchup between Oakville SC and your Woodbridge Strikers. You're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on Spideo. All live on YouTube, courtesy of Spideo. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge. Pleasure bringing you this play-by-play commentary here. Woodbridge up 2-1 over Oakville, courtesy of goals from Omari Carterell and Alexander Santillion in a big top-of-the-table clash between these two sides. Oakville coming in third place coming into this match. Woodbridge coming at the top of the table. They won the league last year. They're in the OPL Cup final on Wednesday, August 19th as they take on Masters FA of OPL2. So they look to do some more damage here. This Woodbridge program, back-to-back, is what they're aiming for. As it stands, Woodbridge have 31 points, Grossopi 27, Oakville 26. This could be a big momentum shift in the latter half of this campaign. Woodbridge plays Grossopi next week on the 17th. Here come Oakville, though. They want to have a good start to the second half as they did the first half. It might fall for Duarte. Clark has to come to claim, and he will. Ran into his teammate, but no choice. He had to come out. He hit his head a little bit. Did Clark with Santillion on the collision, with Duarte giving him a little nudge on the backside. Eight matches remain after tonight for Woodbridge, and they could be 4 and 5 points clear of first if they're successful this evening. No substitutions at the half. 2 yellows for Oakville. Cotterell. Ivan Nechaporok. Here's Omari Cotterell to Spitzieri. Spitzieri to Cotterell. Cotterell looking for a man in front. In the area, lays off Spitzieri, but Santillion was standing offside. He couldn't get onto it. looking for it. Liscano takes for Oakville. Liscano. Forward, off of the boot of Nichiporuk. And that's a long ball. That's not going to be a good one from Yasaka. Davies was traveling offside. Here's Elijah Vietli to Nabil Hakim. Hakim to Eli. Eli in the pocket there to Ivan. And here's Nechiporuk to Daniel Tariq. Tariq finds the oncoming Santillan, who has the game-winning goal right now. That's a loose pass, though, and Ivan couldn't get to it. Here come Oakville on the counterattack. But Spizzieri with a good intervention tracks and finds the captain, Pinto. Luca Pinto, the national champion for the Humber Hawks, goes 1-2 combination. Now Pinto to Moreno. Moreno's in, shooting! Scores! Mamma mia, what a goal from Luca Moreno! 3-1 Woodbridge.
Feel the vibe, everybody come alive.
Anthony Morano. Why'd I say Luca?
Woodbridge strikers goal! Scored in the 51st minute by number 10, Anthony Morano.
Davies grabbing Hakim's shirt. Nabil Hakim said, I'm gonna just twist you around here. He's grabbing his shirt. What do you want him to do? It's not Luca. It's Anthony. Anthony Morano strikes with an absolute cracker of a hit. And it's a 3-1 Woodbridge lead. Since giving up the goal, it's been all Woodbridge. Into this second half, they started flying high and striking immediately. 3-1 Woodbridge. Here's Vietli. Good defensive intervention. Nechiporuk. Spizzieri leaves it for him. Now here's Pinto. Pinto to Morano. Morano chips it, but out of play there as he was trying to connect with Pinto. Here's Brandon Duarte. A big 2-goal cushion for the strikers here. Out into touch for a Oakville throw. Oakville goalkeeper ain't having a terrific day in the office as well. And Oakville, after their strong start, haven't really been able to do much. Woodbridge are showing their strength and their offensive prowess right now. Tariq. Oakville winning the ball. That's played in and cleared from Vietli. Header down, Kroko. Spitzieri, I should say now, to Kroko. Has Cotterell. Omari Cotterell on his left boot. Driving. Kroko, and look at that run from Kroko then to spring Cotterell free inside. Cotterell will get it back to Morano. The half volley was there, but it's offside on Morano. Three to 1 for Woodbridge. 55 minutes in the contest. Vietli to Clark. Daniel Clark goes long. That's a good ball. Might work. Sometimes Route 1 doesn't hurt if you got to clear it. The Oakville coaches now are leaning into their players. A double change is coming for Oakville SC in a moment's time. They need to change something up here, does Oakville. If I was head coach Peter Pinizzotto, I'd keep everything almost the same way. If you're Woodbridge, don't make too many changes just yet. Hakeem missed that one that time. Chance for Oakville coming. Cabral back to Esket. And a double change coming up. So 14. Looks like that's Cordero. So Cordero and Nura in for Nasib and Kotsuba.
Double substitution in the 57th minute for Oakville SC. Coming into the match, number 4, Anthony Wright. And number 27, Lart Nura. Eggs in the match, number 21, Alexander Kotsuba and Zaidan Nasib.
So Nasib and Kotsuba exits. Wright and Nura enters. Can this change something for Oakville? Here's Lescano. Lescano lays it back. Here's Duarte, the captain, trying to create something here. What a great start for Oakville, and then after that, it just fell apart. Here's Morano. Plays Cotterell. Cotterell has the oncoming Luca Pinto. He doesn't find him. Pinto was skirting up the field fast, and I think that was the right play to make, even though it was the obvious one. Sometimes they're the right ones. Tariq, Santillan, what a move, and he gets chopped down. Foul on Oakville. In swinging delivery will be coming in from Alexander Santillan. Towards the edge of the area, Morano's there. Second ball comes to Pinto. Pinto across to Spitzieri, just couldn't get that on goal on the left boot. The keeper tries to get a move around Cotterell. That's risky. Santillan tries to go through the tackle. Duarte's onto it. Ivan Nechiporuk does well. Here's Ivan. Sprinting up the pitch. Wants to find Morano. Morano tries to get a back heel to Pinto. Pinto got it. It probably would have been 4 for Woodbridge. He was wide open coming in the near flank. Counter-attack is on now. Goes across, and it's just not clicking at all for Oakville. An errant pass from Davies. Santillan. Spitzieri. Spitzieri looking. Right steps up. Or excuse me, that was probably the best player, Amat, so far for Oakville tonight. Here's Santillan. Wants to thread the needle through to Morano. That time couldn't connect with him. Foul on Santillan as he collided with Duarte. Looks like there's a Woodbridge substitute coming up. Noah Girimonte looks to be coming in for Luca Pinto, who will get the captain armband. That means someone's going to be showing Noah Giramonte, the youngster, is going to be just dropped in that left back spot where Pinto is. Morano looks to steal. That's loose from right. Poor quality from Anthony Wright. Can Morano strike? But Wright comes back and gets his quality back with the tackle. Oakville back the other way. Here they come. Eli misses it, and a big touch there from the substitute Nura. Clark goes long. Morano's onside. Route 1. Anthony Morano on the breakaway. Can he make it 4? And he shoots it wide. What a chance for Woodbridge. Morano could have put this one out of reach.
Substitution in the 63rd minute for the Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match, number 25, Noah Girimonte. Exiting the match, number 11, Luca Pinto.
Pinto out, coming back from injury, just a little bit of a minute requirement. And the youngster, Giramonte, is in. Santillan, though, will come on this left side. Giramonte will play right. The captain armband goes to Jacob Spitzieri. Morano plays Croco. He's onside. Michael Croco, sharp angle. He shoots high. Scores! Mamma mia! A fabulous strike, and Woodbridge are up 4.
Woodbridge Strikers goal. Score in the 64th minute by number 8, Michael Croco.
What a blast. Short side from Croco, and Woodbridge are outclassing this Oakville side all over the pitch right now. It is not even close. Mamma mia, for real. "65 minutes in, and it's all Woodbridge in what was tabbed to be one of the matches of the week. Top of the table OPL1 men's clash, and after a strong start, for Oakville, it's been all Woodbridge. Now an in-swinging delivery, Croco. The keeper comes to claim. Not going to lie to you, the Oakville goalkeeper looks a little bit disinterested. Almost, after that goal, took his glove off, or the strap off, and said, am I going to get up? Interesting. Here's Yasaka from Duarte. Yasaka coming in. Good play from Eli. And here's Viet Lee keeping it in play. It's brilliant from Elijah Viet Lee. Morano gets tackled hard right in his leg. And I'll be honest, that's a yellow. That should even be more. That's a disgusting challenge from Justin Cabral. And I think Viet Lee is just saying, tick-tock on the clock. That should be a yellow card all day. If not, he's just going to do it again. You got to give a caution. This is poor from the official. That's very poor from the official. That's a yellow card all day. Because now you're not going to control the game, and that tackle's going to happen again. You already know it's coming. That's atrocious from the official, in my opinion. That's got to be a caution. Right headers away. Taken. Look at this. Giramonte. Morano. Got it blocked. Morano rebound. Then off. An Oakville man into touch for a corner. That should have been 5 for Woodbridge. Corner kick for the Strikers. Talking going on the bench side. There's a double change coming up for Oakville as well. Shortly taken. The delivery comes in. Morano trying to get up. Duarte clears. Ivan chases. That's great work from Ivan Nechiporuk. Long ball. Viet Lee just kicks it high up into the air. Headed by Nura and into the hands of Clark. Clark finds Santillan. Look at Santillan go around his man. And then tries to get it. And he commits a foul on Lescano. Double substitution.
Oakville SC in the 70th minute. Entering the match, number 14, Nico Cordero. Exiting the match, number 7, Matias Lescano. Entering the match, number 15, Daniel Prieto. Exiting the match, number 20, Justin Cabral.
Cabral. One of the substitutes got a yellow card. I don't know if it was Lescano or Cabral. I'm pretty sure it was Cabral.
Yellow card issued in the 71st minute to Oakville SC number 20, Justin Cabral.
So undisciplined from Cabral. As he heads off the field, he picks up a caution, as he deserved anyways for the Morano tackle, so poetic justice. Ball don't lie, I guess you could say.
The head official has called the second half hydration break in the 72nd minute.
So hydration break here as you're watching Woodbridge Strikers Match Day live on YouTube, courtesy of Spidey. I'm Nicholas Fiore, the voice of the bridge, and it's a pleasure bringing this commentary at Quench Stadium at Vaughan Grove. It's Woodbridge Strikers 4, Oakville SC 1. It's been a masterclass of quality and performance from the Woodbridge side since giving up the early goal to Oakville and the captain, Brandon Duarte, in the 12th minute. Ever since then, 10 minutes later, it was Amari Cotterell and then Alexander Santillan 7 minutes before the halftime interval. And it's been all Woodbridge since, as they are showing that they want to finish at the top of the table for a second consecutive season. But 8 more matches to be played. A lot of football in 2026 still. But as it stands, it would be Woodbridge at 31 points, Grossapi at 27, Oakville at 26, Vaughan at 24. And then Unionville 23, Sigma 22, North Toronto 21. Bit of a tighter bottom half of the table other than Simcoe. They're on pole to getting relegated, which is absolutely crazy. How many professional ownership stakes that they have in that club. The women are going to win the league, and the men are going to get, right now, relegated in the league. You can't make that up. So that's greatness and worrisome altogether. Sudbury took a big 3 points against Grossapi yesterday. So that was big for Oakville and for Woodbridge.
Substitution in the 74th minute for the Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match, number 20, Francesco Panetta. Exiting the match, number 8, Michael Crocco.
Panetta in for Crocco. As we return from the second half hydration break, the 20-year-old enters. He scored a penalty midweek against Cambridge as Woodbridge booked their ticket to the OPL Cup final on Wednesday, August 19th, 7 p.m. at Zankin Automotive Soccer Center Stadium versus Masters FA of OPL2. The favorites are Woodbridge entering, but anything can happen in a final, and Spitzeri's hurt there after making a challenge. He might have to be taken off here. Morano tracking. They're saying no foul there. It's smart. Don't foul. You don't need to. Viet Lee clears with a diving header. Here's Panetta. Out of his boots there and finds Cotterell. Cotterell. Giramonte. Cotterill. Cotterill down the line for Panetta. Francesco Panetta. Cutting. Look at him go. And he gets cracked by Amat. Out for a Woodbridge throw. Throw and taken, headed away by Spitzeri, out in touch for an Oakville throw. "76 minutes in. Here come Oakville now. Santillan, a good defensive intervention. Look at that, pokes it past one. Now past another. Goes long looking for Morano. It's brilliant from Santillan. Absolutely brilliant. What a season he's been having. Ivan. Nechiporak. Nechiporak now has Cotterill. Nechiporak lays it off to Morano. Morano goes across and headed away from Amat. Amat's been Oakville's best player tonight, in my opinion. The goalkeeper has been struggling. Cross comes in. Morano gets up. Headed back across goal. And over top of the goal. And out of play. Oakville trying to come the other way with it now. Stayed in, then out, and throwing Oakville. Nechiporak, that's how you go through a tackle. And Clark just brings that back into his area to pick it up. Clark going long, looking for Morano. Route 1 again. Awful defending right there from Tome. Goes across, Cotterill! Ice, ice, baby! Mamma mia! Direct Route 1, and they strike. Woodbridge Strikers goal! Scored in the 78th minute. His second of the match. By number 19, Omari Cotterill. Double substitution
for Oakville SC in the 79th minute. Entering the match, number 18, Julian Surak. Exiting the match, number 2, Thomas Tome. Entering the match, number 9, Jonah Banks. Exiting the match, number 22, Nico Esquet. Triple substitution for the Woodbridge Strikers in the 79th minute.
Entering the match, number 26, Aitan Rosen. Exiting the match, number 10, Anthony Morano. Entering the match, number 17, Sebastian Cochran. Exiting the match, number 13, Alexander Santillan. And entering the match, number 43, Franz Mella. Exiting the match, number 19, Omari Cotterell. So a new look front three for Woodbridge. Franz Mella returns to the Woodbridge fold after a year of hiatus. He's out with the youngster, Aitan Rosen. Giramonte's there too, alongside Sebastian Cochran, the veteran, on the left wing back. And it's 5-1, 81st minute. It's all Woodbridge tonight. Oakville started hot. They started strong. It could have been maybe a different script for them. But soon as Woodbridge got going, they said, not tonight. And it's been all triple Azzurri blue since. Six substitutions made for each side. They got one more left they want. Here's Spitzieri. He's going to have a go. And pushed away by the keeper. Here, Giramonte, Nechipork. Oh, it's Franz Mella. Will Mella get on the scoring party here? He has a knack for it, Mella, and then he takes his man down in the process. Nabil Hakim, a good defensive intervention. Here's Panetta to Ivan Nechiporuk. Plays Vietli. Vietli to Sebastian Cochran. What a touch. Brings it down. Cochran delivers. And it's into the goalie's hands.
Substitution the 84th minute for Oakville SC. Entering the match, number 3, Eric Woodland. Exiting the match, number 19, Blake Davies. Substitution the 84th minute for the Woodbridge Strikers. Entering the match, number 23, Jordan Hendricks. Exiting the match, number 6, Jacob Spitzieri.
So all substitutions have been made now, if I'm not mistaken, 7 each, and Elijah Vietli gets the captain armband for Woodbridge. Here's Mella. Franz Mella. To Panetta. Great pass. Here's Panetta. Panetta! And he just pushes it wide. 7 minutes in, and it's been all Woodbridge. It really has been a truly terrific. Here's Rosen. Rosen comes in and he shoots and that goes off of him and out of play. Everyone entering for Woodbridge is just making an impact. Long ball from the keeper. Elijah Viet-Lee headers it back to Mella. Mella rides the hit. Mella! Oh, he almost had a chance to strike gold there for him. Two minutes to go here. Clark comes out to claim it, and he's going to play Cochran quickly. Cochran to Hendricks. Hendricks to Mella. Mella rides a challenge, still has it. Here's Hendricks to play Rosen. Here's Rosen. Just calming the play down. To Cochran. Now to Hakeem as we approach the 90th. Woodbridge are going to come away with a massive 3 points and will be 4 points clear of first place. Scrosapi's in second. Oakville is in third. 5 points away from them. A tremendous match played by this Woodbridge side.
The fourth official indicated
there'll be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time. 2 minutes until 3 points for Woodbridge to push their lead a little bit larger at the top of the table in the OPL1 men's division. Woodbridge will go to 9-4-1, only one defeat in 14 matches this season thus far. And they're also undefeated in the Cup, going to the final on Wednesday, August 19th. Here's Rosen to Cochran. Sebastian Cochran looking for an in-swinger. Has Rosen to his left. Finds him. Back to Cochran. Woodbridge just keeping it now. Cochran the delivery though. Mella wants it. Goes behind him to Giramonte. Giramonte getting harassed there. Losing it. Oakville going backwards. Mella tries to steal. What a performance from the Strikers tonight. Here's Hendricks. To Hakeem. To Clark. Clark. To Tariq. Final minute of the match. And a big 3 points for Woodbridge. Hendricks. To Hakeem. Yvonne. And now Vietli to Hendricks. To Rosen. Rosen actually had Panetta, and if he found him, it could have been gone. But just patience is a virtue here. Just want to kill the game. Refs can end it earlier. This match is over. Woodbridge win 5-1 and are 4 points clear at the top of the OPL1 table.